If an orc was in charge, Camlorn would have never...
Damn trash, that's all it is! Let it be known that Jaren's Ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life! Even the Shornhelm guards got better steel than this. Oh no, not another one. What's it take to be a recruiter? The inability to understand verbal language? If you want me to write it down for you, I can carve it on your arse. I already told that old sow, Thayer, I'd eat dung before joining the guard. Bunch of elf-loving weaklings that run around Ribbonspire getting kicked in the arse. People I run with, they eat members of the Shornhelm Guard for breakfast. You look tougher than your average guard, but my boyfriend would wipe the dirt with you. Ha! You want to bet on how long you'll last, or whether you just turn tail the moment you see him? Nah, this could be fun though. Beat my boyfriend, I'll enlist. If he beats you, well, he'll just take your gear and leave your corpse in the road. Just take the road south out of town. That's where we do our business. Don't worry about finding Govaled. He'll find you. Oh, and don't expect a formal challenge. Just be ready to fight. I'll be here if you decide you're too much of a coward. How vile! Is that a piece of Govaled's brain on your boot? What are you, some kind of monster? Only joking around, of course. You beat him, huh? I'm impressed. Nah, that's what that bastard deserves for sneaking around behind my back with that little Bosmer wench. I knocked her off myself. Nope, I haven't got any hard feelings. In fact, I'd say that was the easiest breakup ever. I suppose so. Govaled's gone, and to be honest, I was pretty sick of sitting around down there by the road and hassling people for a handful of coins. I'll give the guard a try. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll come around soon.
Oh well, it was worth a try. I knew she was something of a long shot with an attitude like that. I'd probably have been forced to beat her down every other day just to keep her in line. Maybe it's better that she won't enlist. You did? Well, being Argonian's aunt, I really didn't think you could pull that off. You missed your calling, my friend. You should have been a recruiter. You can't seem to fail. While we're waiting for Shugo to finally get here, what do you say to taking on the most unlikely prospect of the bunch? If you can recruit this young man, I'll eat my dagger. He's... awkward. Julien Riziol, that's his name. He seems like a sharp young man and he's had a little training. The problem is that Julien is more interested in chasing girls than glory. Some might even say he's pathetic, but he is a prospect. I don't know. I tried to tell him that no girl can resist a man with a few scars, but that didn't seem to sway him. Unfortunately, I lost my patience after that, and now he won't even come near me. If anyone can convince him, though, it's you.
I've been watching you, going around town, cleaning up the mess that beastly soldier woman created by offending everyone. You must have a golden tongue, getting folks to enlist after that. You won't persuade me, though. I can't leave town. Not now. Because I'm close. I've been courting Gwendolyn for 3 years, and I think I'm finally close to winning her heart. If I leave town now, by the time I get back, she'd probably have married someone else. I couldn't live with that. That would make everything perfect. If I had her love, I could enlist and fight with the strength of 10 soldiers. That's not going to happen, though. It's going to take something special to win her heart, and I haven't a clue as to what that is. Good luck with that. I've been trying to figure her out for years now. I think maybe she just enjoys playing with my emotions. If you can help me win her heart, though, I'll enlist. I'll do anything you want, in fact.
Don't get me wrong. You're very attractive, and I'm sure you're very nice. But I'm not seeing any new suitors. I have my hands full already with that pathetic young man you probably saw standing around outside. It's not that I don't like him. He's brave, kind, and handsome. He's perfectly acceptable. He's just not very exciting. I don't know that I love him. I'm not even sure he loves me. I keep trying to tell him. It's just some childish infatuation. I don't know. I want the feeling from the storybooks. I want my skin to flush and my heart to quicken. I want butterflies in my stomach and to be unsure whether to laugh or cry. Julian just makes me bored. Someone in town has to be more romantic.
I've been thinking. Gwendolyn says I don't really love her. It's just some kind of silly infatuation. I think I need to make a grand gesture to prove my love to her. Something spectacular to show her how I really feel. Something romantic, something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Or maybe a beautiful necklace. What do you think?
Not now, friend, please. Not now. You mean that stuck-up woman who lives across the way? I know she's been turning suitors away for months. I think she's waiting for someone with big coffers. Someone who can buy her fancy jewelry and such. Me? I don't think she's worth it.
If that Captain Thayer comes around here again, someone's going to get hurt. That wench called me a coward, because I prefer to work here rather than join the Shornhelm Guard. Sense of duty? That's a pile of guardung. Not much. She's a pretty girl, but I think it's gone to her head. She does have a heart, though. She's always at the inn whenever there's a minstrel in town. I think she has a taste for poetry.
Nothing wrong with a little optimistic heartthing. That one put up a fight, didn't they?
The constable and I are taking bets on how long before Martin annoys an officer and winds up back in the stocks. I really do wish him the best, but my gold's on 2 weeks. Why? Are you looking to court my sister too? Suitors have been lining up for months. That Julianne is the worst. I'd be happy to see her wed almost anyone but him. Wait a moment. You're not asking on Julianne's behalf, are you? All right then, here's the thing. Whatever you do, don't give her flowers. They make her sneeze something awful. I'd suggest getting her a nice piece of jewelry. She always loved Mother's necklaces when we were young. She loves jewelry. The constable and I are taking... Why? Are you... Oh. Well, in that case, I know.
Nice hole.
What have I gotten myself into? If I get killed in battle, it's on your head.
I've decided to make this a personal challenge. I'm going to turn things around for the Shornhelm Guard. They'll be the most feared outfit in all the Covenant by next year. You can bet on it.
I've been thinking. Something romantic, something unique. I know. A bouquet of rare flowers, though I'd need help picking them. Or I could serenade her with a poem. Of course, I don't know any poems. Of course. They say jewelry's the key to every woman's heart. I don't have much gold, but the blacksmith's apprentice, Kalisa, she said she could make a nice necklace if I could supply the gems. Well, I know where we can get some gems, but it might be risky. The Bitterhand bandits have a camp west of town. With all the robberies they commit, I'm sure some of them carry stolen gems.
Can never have enough of that.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of making... Julian wants to give me gems? That is so sweet! I wasn't sure if he understood what I was hinting at the other night, but does this mean... Does he feel the same way about me as I do about him? Oh, I see. He didn't get the hint after all. If he's in love with Gwendolyn, though, then it's for the best. In fact, here. Take the piece I was crafting for the Dorals. I was tempted to keep it, but maybe it will bring Julian happiness.
Did you get it? Oh, let me see it. I know that if Kalisa made it, it has to be beautiful. She's amazing. That's perfect, completely unique and totally romantic. If Gwendolyn doesn't fall in love with me after receiving this, then there's no hope for us at all. What did Kalisa think? Was she glad that I took her up on her offer? Feelings? For me? You can't be serious. I've known Kalisa since we were toddlers. She's like a sister to me. I mean, I love her dearly, but not like that. At least I don't think I do. Mother always said I was hopeless when it comes to this sort of thing. I never really thought about Kalisa in that way before. What do you think? Have I just been blind this whole time? All right, maybe you're right. Maybe I've just been a fool this whole time, chasing Gwendolyn because she teased me when true love was right under my nose. Will you take the necklace back to Kalisa and tell her I was wrong?
Forgive me for my earlier outburst. I must have made quite a fool of myself. Please, forget everything I told you. He does? You mean he feels about me the way I feel about him? I don't know what to say. I thought my dreams were dead, and now you tell me that they have come true? Tell Julian to come to me. I must hear this from him.
I can't believe this. The more I think about it, the more I realize that this was meant to be. Kalisa has always been kind and giving. What did I ever see in Gwendolyn? Tell me though, did Kalisa understand? Will she give me another chance? All right. I'll need a moment to consider my words. Then I'll go talk to her. After that, I suppose I have to fulfill my promise and enlist. It's the least I can do after what you've done for me. You can tell Captain Thayer I'll be along shortly.
Hail, comrade. You'll have to pardon my appearance. Tangled with a Clanfear recently, and this Cold Harbor muck stains worse than the Snowberry wine.
Don't feel bad. I knew Julian was a hopeless case. A man who's sick in love is a sad man indeed. I feel sorry for him, really. Enlisting would have probably helped set him straight. I can't believe it. I said I was going to eat my dagger, didn't I? I hope you'll let me off on that one. I'm really embarrassed. Here, I couldn't manage to get a single recruit, and you come behind me and get 3. None that are worth our time, and I'll have my hands full whipping these 3 into shape anyhow. The General's jaw's going to hit the dirt when I march them in. I'll tell him I had help, of course. I don't want him assigning me this duty again. All right, recruits. Fall in. I want to see the prettiest march to Shornhelm in history.
I'm sorry, but I'm not actually...
Thank you for your help. Julian is easily distracted, but I love him all the same.
The wind whispers to me tales of distant places, of verdant glades dappled with sunlight. Where is this beauty, this wonder? Why can't I go there? What is this strange being standing before me? The creature speaks. My loneliness falls away like the autumn leaf. The wintry shiver of apprehension sets in. Do I dare ask the many questions I have? Do I dare hear the answers? How? When? Why? Why am I cursed with the burden of thought? I'm a tree, but I think, I feel. How? Other trees have no such faculties, do they? I even have memories. Movement, walking, a cave, but then nothing. There's something about the cave. It's near. Will you search inside for the answers I have lost?
What life comes to witness my sorrow?
Dark, cold, dry. Worse than death this prison is. But my bindings cannot be broken like a dead branch. There is no escape, no release. Yes, that tree is me. Or rather, it is the life form in which I was the life force. But another came and by foul magics took my place. Merithrin the mage. He cursed us both. No details do I know, only that by arcane ritual did Merithrin pervert the natural order, binding me here and him there. I to lose my body, and he to lose his mind. This I never knew, and Merithrin will not recall. He was a revered member of the Mages Guild in Shornhelm. Perhaps answers are there to this question, or perhaps not.
Hello, friend. Do you need directions to the inn? Well, your journey has been successful. Stenrick blood certainly runs through my veins. Marcel Stenrick? That was my great-grandmother's name. Is that really her sword? I grew up listening to stories of Dame Marcel's exploits. She was quite the warrior, if you believe the tales. This is amazing! Our family used to be much more prominent back in my great-grandmother's day. Maybe her sword will turn our fortunes around. Maybe. Anyway, thank you so much for bringing this to me. I'll always treasure Dame Marcel's sword. Perhaps it will encourage me to take up a life of honor and adventure. Just what my parents told me. I never met my great-grandmother. Dame Marcel was an honored knight in the service of House Dorrel. I remember one story set during the time of the great feud between the Tamriths and the Dorrels. In the story, Dorrel's son Lanceot was kidnapped on the road to North Point by a dozen of Tamrith's most ruthless warriors. Despite the odds, Dame Marcel never hesitated. She swooped in with this very sword and rescued Lanceot. I love that story.
My cart carries only the best. Only the best, I guarantee it. Feel free to take a look and let me know if you want to purchase anything.
Rancer may have been an idiot, and Montclair isn't any better. But Shornhelm could really use a king. Because our constantly bickering nobles are the reason Montclair decided to strike out on his own. I admire the High King immensely. Why he thought setting up a triumvirate instead of just selecting a local ruler, I'll never know.
I offer Mages Guild goods to members who qualify.
Just when I think I've read all the books we have here, someone brings in another ancient tome. It seems I'll be reading and categorizing for the rest of my days.
You'll pay the bounty for that. You certainly will.
This one is... Ah.
Miss me?
Just like home. You've returned. I did not expect this. Dare I hope, though? Do you know the means by which I might be released? Then delay no longer. Any thirst I once felt for life has long since faded. All I seek now is the peace of death. Though I want to despise the mage for what he did, I feel more pity than hate. I hope this gives him release as well. More than what I... Peace, at last.
I remember now. I remember it all. Oh, gods! What accursed thing did I do? The spell! It trapped me in the tree's form. It was a nightmare. Such was the price of my lust for longevity. But now I am released. Being trapped in the tree was a fate worse than any death I can imagine. Though I once did all I could to extend my life, I am now grateful to be granted the peace of death. If you were the one responsible for releasing me, then I thank you.
from me. You'll pay for that, you rotten fetchers!
My brothers and sisters, dark days are upon us, friend. Arce's foes spread like wildfire. Only his holy relics can save us now. Yes, the legacy of Arce's saints, imbued with his power. Our sacred mission is to find these relics and use them to stem the undead tide. 3 Knights of Arce obey my commands. I sent them out to the locations described in our order scrolls, but none have returned. Would you try to find them and bring back the holy relics? Find my knights and bring back Arce's relics. They're our only hope now against the dead tide. Each knight went to a different site rumored to contain a relic. Mathion went to Flyleaf Catacombs, Edweg to Sanguine Barrows, and Cecibel to Lacrata Ruins.
Can never have enough of that. Finders keepers, as they say.
nothing wrong with a little opportunistic harvesting.
There you are. I hope you didn't have any trouble finding this place. Ah, I take it Gwendis found you, and I assume that you dealt with Riz Al Ghul. Then we are ready to begin. Let's find out why they tried so hard to hide this place from my memories. A forgotten tumble of ruins in the desolate Lokrata Hills. I found a trap door that should grant us access to the chambers beneath, but it's locked tight. Look around for a way to open the trap door, and I'll meet you at the West Tower. I advise caution, my friend. As with Riz Al Ghul and Camp Tamrith, I have a feeling that the enemy remains at least one step ahead of us. Since I assume that Montclair's memory was never affected, who knows what we may find in the ruins below. Of course, it isn't as though we're trying to save Rivenspire or anything, now is it? Go ahead, ask your questions. Lurea was a sweet young woman, committed to her family and infatuated with me. She didn't ask for what happened to her, but that doesn't excuse her behavior since. Her father gave her command of a portion of his troops, just as he did with Riz Al Ghul. She's been active in the north and east, creating blood fiends and causing chaos. I assume she has her eye on North Point. It would make a handsome prize. When you restored my missing memories, I recalled that the Ayleid manuscript mentioned two ancient outposts, the Doomcrag and a place in the hills to the east. My research indicates an Ayleid ruin lies beneath this abandoned Breton fortress. I'm not sure, but there must be something here that we need. Why else would the two Ayleid outposts be linked as they are in the manuscript? First, however, we need a way to open the path down. Without that, this ruin is nothing but a dead end.
Who are you? You don't look like a skeever. By Arkay's beard, it is good to see a friendly face in this evil land. Yes, a tomb held the broken scythe blade that killed Saint Octavian. I hope it helps our cause. I was just about to leave when I saw you enter the ruins. I must return to Alvarin with this relic.
here. Did you find anything that might help us? Over here. You found a key? Very good. Enter the ruins and I'll follow right behind you. It is. A veil has been cast upon these ruins. It's just as I expected. Lorea knew I'd come here and has placed an obstacle in our way. As I feared, the delay caused by my missing memories allowed Montclair to reach this place before us. This veil, it has Lorea's deft touch about it. Lorea has placed a veil upon these ruins. It's a simple illusion spell that she amplified using the power of the Lightless Remnant. It hides the true topography and makes us see exactly what she wants. She set the trap, and we walked right into it. And we pushed forward. Lorea's veil is far from perfect, and she made it specifically to hinder me and my vampiric charges. She wasn't expecting you, however. You should be able to guide us through the veil using the tears that litter the illusion. The veil hid this gauntlet of traps from us. We need to move through this area with caution. Chasm, or another illusion. We probably shouldn't chance it. See if you can locate another tear. This way. With the veil torn, I can see a way up over there. Another obstacle. Look how the rubble blocks those doors. Come talk to me when you have a moment. Look how the rubble blocks the front of the door. I don't think we can get through this way. We're close to the end of the Vale. I can feel it. Beyond that door lies the oldest section of the ruins, a section that dates back to the ancient Aliads. We just need to locate another tear. If there isn't one, our quest may come to naught. Hopefully that's the last of the Vale. Let's see if we can get through that door now. Well done, my friend. I'll meet you on the other side. I think what we're looking for is just beyond this chamber. The item we seek is through here. Follow me. This must be what we're looking for. Amazing. It's as though it has been waiting for us all of this time. I wonder, is this book real? Or just another of Lorea's illusions? Remarkable. It appears to be an intact volume of Aliad lore. If it's real, then this is what we came here to... No. This can't be correct. This is all about the remnant of light, before it became corrupted. It mentions that the remnant requires a vessel to make full use of its limitless potential. A container for its abundant power. That seems likely. Between the relic's magic and the vampiric abilities I inadvertently provided, Montclair has become more powerful than I expected. The book also says that if we break the vessel, we break the relic. I will need to think upon that. Well, my friend, it appears that the book is real and not part of Lorea's illusion. I believe it will be of great help to us in the trials ahead. That said, I have much research to do. Ancient Aliad isn't my native language, you know. I believe so, yes. I have much more reading to do before we get to that point, though. Know that we wouldn't have this advantage if not for you. I could never have navigated Lorea's Vale without your help. While I continue my research, you should head to North Point. Gwendis caught wind of Lorea in that area, and I had her direct Durrell and Tamrith to take their troops north. I'm sure they'd appreciate any help you could provide. Baron Dorrell considers North Point to be his seat of power. He has a number of holdings there, including a lucrative maritime endeavor. It makes sense that Montclair would send Lorea there. If they control North Point, they control the North. Gwendis reported that North Point has been sealed. I fear Montclair already controls the city. Find Baron Dorrell. He commands the troops amassing outside the city. I'm sure he has a plan in motion. Talk to the Baron and see what you can do to help. I expect that Baron Dorrell and his troops will have found a good vantage point outside the city. While you help them liberate North Point, I'll continue to study the Aliad book we discovered. Very well. Ask your questions, and then I expect you to make your way to North Point with all due haste. Certain? No. But her hand was definitely present here at Locrata, and we know she commands Montclair's forces in this area. I expect you will face Lorea before your work at North Point comes to an end. As far as I can tell, no one other than Riz Al Ghul and Lorea have seen Montclair since the events at Doomcrag a few weeks ago. He could still be atop that desolate peak. On the other hand, he could be anywhere, so stay on your guard.